Uh, so good evening, everyone. Yesterday we have seen in the video that what is trigonometry, what are the various trigonometric ratios, and we took one NCERT question from the textbook, class 10th level. So today, a few more questions we have taken from the NCERT class 10 book. So let us see first question. The first question states that if suppose we have angle A and B are acute angles such that cos of A is equal to cos of B, then show that angle A is equal to angle B. Okay. Now let us try to understand how we are to solve this question. So first of all, it is given that A and B are acute angles. So when I say A and B are acute angles means, first of all, we have to know what is an acute angle. So acute angle is an angle which is lesser than 90 degree. So in trigonometry, triangle should always be a right angle triangle, correct? We have already seen that yesterday. So suppose, for example, if A and B are acute angle that is lesser than 90, that means the third angle, which is angle C, let us say, that should be the right angle at that means it should be 90 degrees. So considering that from question, I will make A and B as acute angle, that is angles lesser than 90 degree, and let's say angle C be equal to 90 degrees. So in that way, I have constructed the right angle triangle, right angled at C. Okay, so I think that clears the first part of the question. A and B are acute angles, A and B are lesser than 90. So the angle which is left, that is the third angle, I have said as angle C, that is 90 degrees. Now it is given that cos A is equal to cos B. Okay, so again we have to know that cos A and cos B, they will be defined similarly. Okay, but the value in the definition should be different. The reason behind this is, first of all, we must know what is cos of angle, cost of any angle. So cos of angle of inclination is equal to, yesterday we have already seen, it is base by hypotenuse, correct? But whenever we are putting the sides, we have to make sure from which angle basically we are viewing. So let's say when I say cos of angle A, so cos of angle A is what? Base. What is the base here? AC divided by hypotenuse. So what is the hypotenuse we have here? Cos of angle A is base, that is AC divided by hypotenuse. What is the hypotenuse? AB. Yesterday we have already seen that hypotenuse we can find out by the side opposite to 90 degrees. So this is my hypotenuse, okay? And base from this point will be nothing but the side which will touch the foot of the perpendicular. So it is AC. So that's why cos A is equal to AC by AB. Similarly, I have to define cos B. So when I define cos B, I will not view anymore from A. From where I will be viewing? From B. So when I view from B, how do I define? Again, same thing, base by hypotenuse. But base this time will not be AC because we are viewing from B. So which will be my base? It will be BC. Okay, that means the point from B which touches the foot of the perpendicular, that is BC. So base by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse will always remain the same from wherever whichever angle we are viewing. So that's why cos B is equal to BC divided by AB for cos B, and for cos A, since we are viewing from here, so it will be base will be AC divided by hypotenuse AB. So AB hypotenuse will always be the same. Now coming back to the question, we have said what is cos A and what is cos B. Now again in this question, they are saying that cos A is equal to cos B. So in this situation, from question, because it's already given, so I can say that from question, we already know that cos A is equal to cos B. But cos A, I have already defined what is cos A, AC by AB. So in place of cos A, I'll write AC by AB equals to cos B. So what is cos B? In place of cos B, I'll write BC by AB. Now AB, since they are both appearing in the denominator, okay, so I can cancel out. So which will be remaining? AC equals to BC. So if you look here in the rest part, in the next part, it's a continuation. So AC is equal to BC. So when I say AC is equal to BC, that means this side AC is equal to BC, this one. So that means in this triangle, two sides are equal. So from junior class knowledge, we already know that if two sides of a triangle are equal, then that triangle is called an isosceles triangle. So what kind of triangle is this? It is an isosceles right angle triangle because two properties are there. One property is that it is a right angle triangle because one of the angle is 90 degree, and the other property is that we can use other property because we have derived that AC is equal to BC, which concludes that the triangle is an isosceles triangle because two sides are equal. Now, once we have reached at this step, AC is equal to BC, if you look here, okay, AC is equal to BC. That means two sides are equal. One more theorem was there in your eighth level class in mathematics. That means the angles opposite to equal sides of a triangle are equal. Okay, so what does it mean? The angle opposite to equal sides of a triangle. So which are the equal sides? AC and BC are equal. And which are the angle opposite to AC and BC? The angle opposite to AC is angle B, and angle opposite to BC is angle A. So I can say even angle A is equal to angle B. Okay. So if suppose two sides are equal, then we can say that the angle opposite to equal sides of the triangle are also equal. Similarly, if two angles are equal, then in that case also we can say that the sides opposite to the equal angles of a triangle are also equal. So hence we were asked to prove uh, that angle A is equal to angle B. So we have derived finally that angle A is equal to angle B. So we need to first of all understand the question. So how I started, first of all, I targeted the first part. A and B are acute angles. So that way I constructed the triangle, leaving the third. A and B had to be lesser than 90 degrees. So that was the first hint that was given to me. So once after the triangle construction was done, the second case that I was given was that cos A is equal to cos B. Fine. But the catch in this situation was that the angles of inclination were not same. One was cos of angle A and the other was cos of angle B. So what I did was I defined them. I defined cos A, I found cos B also I found. Again, if you don't know or if you are confused how is cos defined, please refer to my previous slides. Then once I've defined, I have gone again to the question and I've checked what was the other thing. So other thing I saw that cos A was equal to cos B. So simply I use that condition directly here, and whatever I found for cos A and cos B, I just substituted, cancelled the common side AB and AB. I found that after cancellation, two sides of the triangle were equal. And finally, from my junior class knowledge, I utilized the theorem that whenever uh, two sides of a triangle are equal, then the angle opposite to those sides are also equal. And using that concept and theorem, I could derive the proof. So that was one of the question from the NCERT book. Now let us take little bit of tough problem. Tough in the sense not in terms of a concept. We will be using the same concept, but in a more different approach. Okay. So let us say I'm giving this condition. Okay. This question is given. So I'm given only if 3 cot A is equal to 4, then I need to check that 1 minus tan square A by 1 plus tan square A is equal to cos square A minus sin square A or not. I just need to verify whether this equation holds or not, or whether it is false. Okay. So how do I do that? The approach is similar only, but little bit of a difference. The difference is that here we are given 3 cot A is equal to 4. Now, if you look into the question, here everything is the angle of inclination is A only. Tan A, 1 minus tan square A, 1 plus tan square A, cos square A, sin square A. That means A is common. So we need not change the angle, unlike the previous question. So first of all, let me try go for the first one. So what is there? 3 cot A is equal to 4, correct? So 3 cot A is equal to 4. Okay. Now cot A, what I've done, I cross multiply. If I bring this side on the right side, then what will happen? 3 will move to the denominator. So cot A will become 4 by 3. Clear? Now, let us try to go back to our previous class, yesterday's class, and I had defined there how was cot defined or cotangent of an angle was defined. How was it defined? It was defined by base by perpendicular. You can refer to the previous video. It was defined by base by perpendicular. That was my first point. Second point was that, if you remember, I said that tan was reciprocal of cot. Similarly, cot is reciprocal of tan, isn't it? So if cot A is 4 by 3, then tan A will be what? 3 by 4. Okay. Now, when I write cot A is equal to 4 by 3, that means the numerator is always for base and the denominator is for perpendicular. So when I will draw this diagram, let me just say that A is the angle of inclination here, because A only they have said to view. Okay, so let me say that B is 90 and C is the other angle. I can put here C also here and B here, not a problem, because they did not tell me whether B is 90 degree or C is 90 degree, but I have taken accordingly, according to my choice. But A should be like the fixed angle throughout. Okay, so I have kept the position of A here. I've kept the position of A here fixed only. So from here, I'll be viewing. Now, similarly, if cot A is equal to 4 by 3, that means 4 is my base. Okay, so from now, I think it's clear only if this is the angle, my base will be this, the side, adjacent side. So this is my 4 and 4 by 3. So 3 is what? Perpendicular. So how will I find perpendicular? If this is the angle of inclination, the side opposite to this will be my perpendicular. So this is automatically 3. So cot A I found 4 by 3. So tan A, I said it's the reciprocal of cot. So it will be just the reverse. So 3 by 4. So first, right, left hand side, I know the value 1 minus tan square A. Tan A, I have found. Divided by denominator is 1 plus again tan square A. So tan I have, not a problem. Let me check on the right hand side. What do I have on the right hand side? I have two parameters, cos and sine. So whenever I find for cos or for sine, how do I find? How is cos defined? Base by hypotenuse. How is sine defined? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is missing here, because if you see in the figure, base and perpendicular are there. But what is not there? Hypotenuse. So how can I find the hypotenuse? We already have seen yesterday in one of the similar problems that we can use Pythagoras theorem to find the side which is not known. It's not that only using Pythagoras we can find hypotenuse. Sometimes situation it may be so like this, that hypotenuse and perpendicular is given, base we have to find. So there also Pythagoras theorem gets useful. Similarly, sometimes perpendicular is not known, base and hypotenuse is known. So that term also we can use. Okay. So the main concept here is that whenever we use Pythagoras theorem, the aim is that two sides are given, and then the third side which is unknown we have to find it. All right. So by Pythagoras theorem, if you remember, how was Pythagoras theorem defined? It was given by square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So square of the hypotenuse. So what is my hypotenuse here? AC. AC square, because square of the hypotenuse is equal to, I put down equal to, is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So sum means what? Plus squares of the other two sides. Which sides? Leaving the hypotenuse. So which are the other two sides remaining? AB and BC. So in place of AB, I already know the value. I'll put down 4, and for BC, 3. So 4 square is 16, 3 square is 9. I think you all know how to find 4 square. 4 into 4, 3 into 6. All right. So 16 plus 9 is 25. So again, when I take the square on the right hand side, it becomes the square root. So square root of 25 is 5. So even this is found. It is how much? 5 now. So AC is 5. So all values are known. 5, 3, 4. Clear? So now, if I go back to the question, what was the question which was asked? 1 minus tan square A by 1 plus tan square A. This is the left hand side, and right hand side was cos square A and sin square A. So let me define the right hand side, because left hand side is already defined. So cos A is given by what? Base by hypotenuse. Sine A is given by what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So if I go back into the triangle also, cos A will be base by hypotenuse. That means AB by AC. Perpendicular, sine A will be what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. That is BC by AC. So I know all the values. I just have to substitute. So AB I have AC is 4 by 5 and BC by AC is 3 by 5. So all the values are known. Tan A is known, cos A is known, sin A is known. So now I can test. So how do I test? First, I will find the value from left hand side, and then I'll find the value from right hand side. If the two value matches, then the equation holds and it's proved. If it doesn't hold, then there is some problem in the equation. So let us check left hand side is 1 minus tan square a by 1 plus tan square a, correct? 1 minus tan a. Do we know tan a? Yes, we have already defined. Tan a was how much? 3 by 4. So in place of tan a, I'll write 3 by 4, but there is a square, so I have to square. So divide. 1 plus, then tan a. Again 3 by 4, but there is a square, so I have to square, correct? So 1 minus 3 square is how much? 3 is 9. 9. 4 4s are 16. Then division symbol is there. So accordingly, I have to put 1 plus 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. Then what I will do, I will take LCM. I think all of you are acquainted with LCM. If you don't know, so what is the denominator here? 1. 1 and 16. What is the LCM? 16. 1, how much are 16? 16. 16 ones are 16. Then minus comes. 16, how much is 16? Ones are 16. 16, ones are 16. So 1 into 9, 9. Similarly, here also same way. So 16 minus 9, 7 divided by 16. Then the division symbol, 16 plus 9 is 25, 16. So 16, 16, one part of the numerator is 7 by 16 divided by 25 by 16. Again, the denominator part, 16, 16 will get cancelled out. So we'll get 7 by 25. So that is the left hand side. So left hand side, I've got 7 by 25. Okay. Now, how was right hand side defined? Right hand side, what was the equation? Cos square a minus sine square a, isn't it? So right hand side is equal to cos square a minus sine square a. But cos a I already know, 4 by 5. Sine a also I know, 3 by 5. So I just have to substitute. So cos a is 4 by 5 square minus sine a 3 by 5 again square. So 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25. Square, I think you all know, 4 we have to multiply, right? Twice. So 3 into 3 with the same digit. So 9. 5 square, 5 5 is 25. And since both the denominators are same, so it will be 25. Whatever is there in the numerator, we can directly put. So 16 minus 9. So 16 minus 9 is how much? 7 by 25. So if you look here, here also left hand side we have found to be 7 by 25. Here also right hand side we have found to be 7 by 25. So we can easily say that the equation holds because the value of the left hand side is equal to the value of the right hand side. So this is what I wanted to share today, two NCERT questions which is thoroughly being asked in CBSE question paper as well. So I'll be coming soon with live sessions and recorded lectures so that the student community are benefited. If you like my video, please share and subscribe and leave your comment in the comment section so that I can improvise more and it can be helpful more to the students. Thank you. Have a nice day.